Okay, and there one Obash taa. With Egwu. It means Obash taa means today. Okay. So there is another song that goes like this. Taa bụ nkwọ, echi bụ orie, nwanne echi abụrụ eke, nwanne echi abụrụ afọ egwugwu. Ụbọchị ahụ ka anyị ga-eme mmanwụ, anyị ga-eti mmanwụ, anyị ga-eme mmanwụ. Ụbọchị ahụ ka anyị ga-eme mmanwụ, anyị ga-eme mmanwụ, anyị ga-eti. Anyị ga-eti mmanwụ, anyị ga-eme mmanwụ, anyị ga-eti ya eti. Ụbọchị ahụ ka unu ga-eme ngene, ụbọchị ahụ ka anyị ga-eme mmanwụ, anyị ga-eti mmanwụ, anyị ga-eme mmanwụ. Ụbọchị ahụ ka anyị ga-eme mmanwụ, anyị ga-eme mmanwụ, anyị ga-eti ya eti, anyị ga-eme mmanwụ. Ụbọchị ahụ ka unu ga-eme ngene, ụbọchị ahụ ka anyị ga-eme mmanwụ, anyị ga-eme mmanwụ, anyị ga-eme mmanwụ. Ụbọchị ahụ ka anyị ga-eti mmanwụ, anyị ga-eme mmanwụ, anyị ga-eti mmanwụ, anyị ga-eme ya eme. You know what? I want you guys to know the song. I sent it out. I'm going to send it again. I need you to learn it. And now let me say this. You're not just learning the song for no reason. When you listen to Igbo songs, when you try to sing Igbo songs, it's going to help you learn the language. Okay, so that's why I try to put like some songs. We're going to continue to learn songs, but I need you to learn this one. And some of you that did the Ndi Nenana, good job. Okay, so we're going to continue to learn some Igbo songs. And listen to some Igbo songs too. Maybe while you're going to school or when you're driving somewhere. And some of you, when parents are taking you to school, try to learn it. Okay? Wait. So please try to learn the Igbo song. Try to listen to the song. Try to play the song, not just the English song. It's going to help you. Okay? All right, she's tell him, can you charigu?
I will Igbo game. I will Igbo game.
Igbo game.
We should learn Igbo on my papa's phone.
Okay. Na phone papam. Na phone papam. But phone is called Igbo. Na Igbo papam, it means on my father's phone, okay? She's the tell. Na Igbo papam. Can you say that? Can you say that? She's the tell him.
I don't know.
Okay, I want you to say this. I want you to say this. Na Igbo papam.
Na Igbo papa.
Igwe oku. Can you say Igwe oku?
I know how to say phone.
Igwe oku.
Aha, that's how you say it means phone. Igwe oku means phone, okay? But now we're going to start the class now. So I don't want anybody talking. We're going to start the class. Once we finish the lesson, I'm going to give you time to ask your question. So no more talking. Keep your question until after the class, please. So we're going to start the class now. And we're not going to be asking questions. We're not going to talk until after the class. Dalon. Today we have something called, last week we were supposed to do like days of the weeks, you know, and other things, and the weathers and so on. But because we had a keynote speaker, a special guest of honor that gave us a speech on Igbo culture, we are not able to get to those topics. But today we are going to do them. And I'm going to share a screen with you guys now. Okay, so if you look here, you will see what we have on the screen. So this is what we have on the screen. 1 second. I'm hearing noise there. Please, whoever is making the noise, stay away from TV. We don't want you to stay there and then TV will be talking and you will be disturbing everybody in the class. So please stay away or put the TV off. After class, you can watch. All right, so we have something called Igbo Times of the Day, okay? Igbo Times of the Day. And when it comes to Igbo times of the day, we have something called clock. Okay, we have clock, and clock is called elekere. Elekere in Igbo. That's what clock is called. Elekere. We call clock elekere. So you can sound it in yourself. Just sound it. You don't have to say, do not unmute yourself. I don't want anybody to unmute himself or herself, please. Just listen to me. Clock means elekere, 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 clock. Now your mom or dad will say, Adeze, go see what's the time on the clock. Gịnị na-akụ? Gaa lee elekere. Gịnị na-akụ? Gịnị na-akụ means what is the time, okay, on the clock. Gịnị na-akụ? N'elekere. Okay, so when you say clock, and we're going to say, let's just make a sentence now. Let's use elekere to make a sentence. You need to know all these key words so that when we try to use it to make a sentence, you will know exactly what we are saying. So we're going to use elekere to make a sentence, okay? And clock is elekere. Elekere. Okay, so now, if you want to make a sentence, you say, gịnị na-akụ na elekere? Gịnị na-akụ na elekere? So we're using this word, elekere, to make a sentence. Okay, so now you're going to say, what is the time on the clock? Okay, when you ask a question, what is the time on the clock? So basically what you said is, gịnị na-akụ na elekere? Elekere. I want you to sound it because it would be nice for you to know how to say it. It's not just trying to know what it is, but you have to know how to say the word. Elekere. So that when I ask you a question, you should be able to say the word correctly, not just knowing it. Okay. Gịnị na-akụ na elekere? Gịnị is what? Gịnị means what? Okay. Gịnị na-akụ. You can hyphenate it, or you can just put apostrophe. Gịnị na-akụ na elekere. You can also apostrophe. And sometimes you can say elekere ole na-akụ. There are so many ways you can switch it. Elekere ole na-akụ. Gịnị na-akụ n'elekere? Gaa lee ihe na-akụ n'elekere. We'll see what the time is on the clock. Okay, gịnị na-akụ n'elekere? What's the time on the clock? Okay, so now we go back, we say time. Time is oge. Now, I will say, Ogechi, you're wasting my time. Window, you're wasting my time. Arinze, you're wasting my time. So I say, Arinze, ị na-egbu m oge. Ị na-egbu m oge means you are wasting my time. So time means oge. Time means oge. Okay? So now we're going to make a sentence with time. Oge. Oge means time. Please know this. Oge means time. So now we're going to make a sentence. Let's say Arinze. You are wasting my time. Okay, it means arrange there. Ena. E is referring to the person. Okay. Ena. Ewum. Ewu. Ewu. Ewum. You're referring that the M is referring to yourself. Ena ewum oge. You are wasting my time. Egbula oge. Do not waste time. You can say egbula oge. Oge. Egbula oge means do not waste time or don't waste time. Do not waste time. Okay? Do not waste time. Egbula oge. When you try to tell somebody, do fast, okay? Do not waste time. Or do not waste my time. We say that. You can say that. You are wasting time. Okay, so there are so many ways you can do. Egbula oge means do not waste time. Let me switch it. All right, English first, then Igbo. Do not waste time. Egbula oge, or don't waste time. Okay, so there are so many ways you can say that. Okay, now we go back and we look at the second. Remember in the clock, we have the time. What is it? The long hand and short hand. It's like 2 minutes, seconds, hours. Okay, so we have second is Tintin. The second is Tintin. All right, so that's what you call it. And then the minute is nkeji. Nkeji is, let's say, 2 seconds. Tintim abua. Remember when we did something about the ordinal numbers and we did nouns and we said if it's singular like 1, you say 1 week. But when it's 2 weeks, 3 weeks, when it's plural, then the number comes last, the noun first. When you say 1 week, okay, 2 weeks. But in Igbo, in English, it stays the same. Numbers comes first. But in Igbo, once you pass singular going to plural from 2 and above, then the number has to come last. Okay? So if you want to say now, 2 minutes after 2, or 2 minutes after 5, or 5 minutes after 1, then say nkeji. So it's like nkeji. Now, nkeji means minute. O jiri nkeji ise gafee elekere abụọ. 5 minutes after 2. 5 minutes after 2. Nkeji ise. You see, 5 minutes is nkeji ise. Now, nkeji comes before the number. So don't forget. But if it's 1, otu, nkeji, you see that? 1, the number 1 comes first, but once it's 2, 3, going like plural, the number comes last. Nkeji ise, but you can say otu nkeji, which is 1 minute. Nkeji abụọ, 2 minutes. Nkeji iri, 10 minutes. Okay? Now, when you come to hour, you can say otu oge. Otu oge means hour. Otu oge. Otu oge agaala. Now, if you want to say 5 hours, remember what I said? The number comes last. When it's 1 hour, otu oge. Okay, an hour. 2 hours. Oge abụọ. You see what I'm saying? Oge abụọ. So the number comes last when it's plural, which is from 2 and above. Oge asatọ, 8 hours. Oge anọ, 4 hours. So let's do it here. Let's use the minute in kg. We're gonna do in kg abua. Okay, we have Tintin. Let's do Tintin first. Which is second. Tintin is second. Don't forget. We have Tintin. So we're going to say Tintin abua means 2 seconds. Otu Tintin. Do not forget that if it's 1, it has to come. Number is supposed to come first. But if it is 2, the 3, 4, and or above, the number comes last. So now we're going to say Otu Tintin. Okay, 1 second. Let's say 1 second.
Right, totally normal.
Do not unmute yourself. 1 second. Oh, yes. Do not unmute yourself. I muted everybody. You can only unmute yourself when you're about to ask a question, okay? Biko, bikonu. Biko means please. Bikonu means please all. When you put no, say please you all. Biko means please. So I'm begging, do not unmute yourself. Emepele ihe okwu means do not unmute yourself, please. Okay, so Tintin is second. 1 second, okay, is otu Tintin. Ojiri otu Tintin naga. It's just passing 1 second, okay? Okay, cherem otu Tintin. Cherem obere oge. Cherem Tintin abụọ. Cherem Tintin atọ. Wait for me 2 seconds. That's what you're saying. Okay, 1 second means otu Tintin. Tintin. Now, when you say 5 seconds, and now the number comes last. But remember, when you said 1 second, number comes first. But once you say 2, 3, 4, which is plural, I keep stressing it because I want it to stick. I want you to get it. 5 seconds. Now it changes. If you watch now, the number will be last. Tintin ise. Tintin ise. Do not unmute yourself. Biko, biko, biko. Okay. Now, pay attention. I said 5 seconds, which is Tintin ise. When I say 1 second, otu, number will come before that, okay? The second. Now, when you say 2 seconds, then second will come, then 2. That's what we're doing here. So 5 seconds. When I say 15 seconds, okay, let's say 12 seconds. Make sure you know your numbers. All right. If you don't know your numbers, you wouldn't know what I'm saying. Okay. 12 seconds is Tintin. Okay. We have Tintin. Iri na abụọ. Iri na abụọ. Tintin iri na abụọ. Tintin iri na abụọ. So I need to punctuate it. Tintin iri na abụọ. Okay. So Tintin iri na abụọ. But pay attention. Iri na abụọ is different from iri abụọ. Iri means 10. Iri abụọ, 20. Iri atọ, 30. Iri anọ, 40. Pay attention, because when I'm going to do evaluation, when I tell you iri abụọ, or when I say iri na abụọ, I want you to know the difference. When I say iri na atọ, iri na ise, when I say iri na ise and say iri ise, you have to know that they are not the same. They are not the same. Iri ise means 50. iri na ise with the preposition in the middle, na. Ise means 15. But if I say iri ise, that's 50. So you need to pay attention to that. Now we move on to nkeji. And we all know what we say about nkeji. Okay? Minutes. Nkeji is minutes. What is it? Okay. So nkeji is minute. Now we're going to make a sentence. Nkeji asa. Nkeji asa. Otu nkeji. 1 minute. Otu nkeji. It's 1 minute. Na nkeji asa. Nkeji asa. 7 minutes. You see, in English, the number comes first. Always. But in Igbo, once it's no longer 1 and it's 2, 3, 4 going, then the number comes last. Don't forget this. It is very important because when you start making your sentences, you have to remember this. Please. Nkeji asa. 7 minutes. Okay, so you got it now. All right, now hour. Otu oge. Oge abụọ. It goes the same way when it comes to hour. How many hours now? Oh my, 4 hours has already passed. Okay, nkeji anọ agaala. Nkeji anọ agaala. 4 hours passed. Nkeji ise agaala. 5 hours has passed. Okay, so ọ gaala nkeji ise. It has passed 5 hours. So nkeji ise. Know this. Otu oge. Otu oge. Okay. So we say oge. All right. So when you want to say something, remember when we say time, it's like when you don't get confused. Time is oge. Time, just only time is oge. But when you're trying to say hour, otu oge. Otu oge. 1 hour. 2 hours, oge abụọ. 3 hours, oge atọ. Okay, so don't forget this. All right, so we say 1 hour. 1 hour, otu oge. Now 2 hours, let's say 5 hours. Oge ise. You see that? Oge ise. You need to know this. Know the difference, please. Okay, so now let's back up again. Igbo times of the day, okay? Clock, elekere. Time, oge. Second, tintin. Minute, nkeji. Hour, otu oge, okay? Okay, so we're gonna move on to Igbo days. All right, we have Igbo days and weeks. So one day, a day is Obash. Obash taa, today. Obash means day, okay? Obash is day. Let me see if I can. Obash means day. Week is izu. Izu ka abụọ means 2 weeks. Izu ka abụọ, 2 weeks. Let me see if I can give you some examples to help you. Need to make it smaller. 1 second. It's not moving. I don't know why. Izu ka abụọ. Let me see. Okay. So a day is Obash. Week is Izu. Week is Izu. Just wanna move it up here. I don't know what is going on here. All right. Okay, so Obash, because I want to do some examples, to give you some examples. Okay, so now Obash, you can say Obash, Agama abia n'ụbọchị taa. I will come today. I will come today. Just trying to add something there. Oh, come on. So let me add. Give me a second. Let me add a table to help you make a sentence there. So let me see. Okay. Okay, good. So now we're going to say, I will come today. And when you say, I will come today, I will. I will come today. I will come today means Agama abia ụbọchị taa. Agama abia n'ụbọchị taa. Agama abia n'ụbọchị taa. That's what you said. I'm lengthening it. Agam abia n'ụbọchị taa means is referring to you, which is you saying it. Agam abia n'ụbọchị taa. Obash taa. You can say taa. Or tata. Agam abia n'ụbọchị taa. Remember the word we are using here is day, okay? Obash is day. Obash means day. Obash. Let me go back here. Agam abia ụbọchị taa. Alright, so Agam abia ụbọchị taa. Okay, Agam abia echi. That's a different. Let's see. Ụbọchị taa. Okay. Now, izu, which is week. Otu izu, 1 week. Izu abụọ, 2 weeks. Izu atọ, 3 weeks. Okay, when are you coming, Amanda? Oh, I will be there in 2 weeks. I will be there in 2 weeks. Aga m abịa n'izu abụọ na-abịanụ in 2 weeks. Aga m abịa n'izu abụọ na-abịanụ. I will come in 2 weeks. Aga m anọ ebe ahụ n'izu anọ na-abịanụ. I will be there in 4 weeks. Okay. Can you come next in the next 2 weeks? Can you come in 3 weeks? Okay. Can you come today? So today is Obash. Now we are doing easy. Okay. He will come. He will come in 5 weeks. Ọ ga-abịa n'izu ụka ise na-abịanụ. Ọ ga-abịa n'izu ise na-abịanụ. Okay. Don't forget, represents he, she, it. Don't forget. So whether I put he or she there, the is representing it.
Okay.
Is representing he, she, it. Ọ ga-abịa. So we need to punctuate it. Because the sound you had is not o. Ọ ga. Ọ ga-abịa na izu ise. Na izu. You can write NA, which is na, or you can put the apostrophe. Okay, it is the same. It is the same whether you put NA or N, okay, and contrast it. Ọ ga-abịa n'izu ise na-abịanụ. Na-abịa. Na-abịanụ. You can say na-abịanụ or you can say na-abịa. Ọ ga-abịa n'izu ise na-abịanụ. Okay, so the correct way, the correct sentence is ọ ga-abịa n'izu ise na-abịanụ. That's the correct grammar there. Okay, but somebody learning is pardonable if you say ọ ga-abịa n'izu ise. Ọ ga-abịa n'izu ise. Or ọ ga-abịa n'izu ise na-abịa. You can stop ọ ga-abịa n'izu ise because you're learning, but the complete sentence is ọ ga-abịa n'izu ise na-abịanụ, which means it's still coming. It's something that is going to happen. It hasn't happened. It's not happening, but it will happen. Okay? So it's going to happen. It's not happening now, but it's something that will come in the future. That's what we're saying. Ọ ga-abịa n'izu ise na-abịanụ. Okay. Then you can ask me a question. Ọ ga-abịa n'izu abụọ? I can say no. Mba. Ọ gaghị abịa n'izu abụọ, mana ọ ga-abịa n'izu ise na-abịanụ. It means he's not coming in 2 weeks, but he's going to come in the next 5 weeks. Okay? So that's what we say. Now we have month. Ọnwa. Month. Ọnwa. Now there's another thing called ọnwa. Ọnwa is also moon. When you say, the only way you can tell the difference, if you want to say, I'm going to the moon next month, I will be traveling, or I will be flying, or I'll be going to the air. I'll be going to the air. I'll be in the air next month, okay? Now, when you say something like that, the only way you can tell is from the content, from the sentence you made, okay? I will come to your house next month. Now you know we are talking about the month. Now, when you say, oh, the astronauts, they'll be going to the moon. They are going to the moon next month, okay? Moon is ọnwa. Month is ọnwa. But then, how do you know which one is which? From the sentence. When you say, oh, my uncle is coming to my house next month, you're talking about the month. My uncle will be going with the team of the astronaut to the moon. You see that? You're talking about the moon. You're not talking about the month. So that's how you know. But no, the word ọnwa means month and also moon. I want you to know that. But we're talking about the month now. Okay? So, when is it coming? He said he will be here next month. So let's use that one. Let's say she said she will be here next month. Okay. She said she will be here next month. Okay. Ọ sị na ọ ga-abịa n'ọnwa ọzọ na-abịa, n'ọnwa na-abịa. Okay. Ọ is representing she. Ọ sịrị. I can also say Ngozi said, but I'm using the pronoun so that you know what I'm saying. Ọ sịrị. Okay, she said means ọ sịrị. And then you can also say he said. And then ọ is representing it too. Ọ sịrị. Sịrị, said. Ọ sịrị. She said that she, ọ sịrị na ọ which means or again. You see that? The or again is representing she. So if you know your keywords, if you know your vocabulary words, putting the sentence together will be easy. And that's why you have to pay attention here. Or she, Serena, said, she again, or ga-abịa na ọnwa na-abịanụ. Abịa, no, okay. Or she can say, n'ọnwa ọzọ. Ọ sịrị na ọ ga-abịa n'ọnwa ọzọ, means next month. So let's do that. Na ọnwa ọzọ. So we need to punctuate it because ọzọ, ọzọ. Pay attention. The sound. See the vowels that you're hearing. Ọnwa ọzọ. And then you can tell ọnwa, the O should be punctuated. Ọnwa. Ọ sịrị na ọ ga-abịa na ọnwa ọzọ. Next month. Okay, na ọnwa ọzọ. Now, when you say, nwanne papam means my uncle. Let's say you say now, my uncle, nwanne papam or nwanne mamam. Your uncle could be your mother's brother or your father's brother. Now you say nwanne papam. When you say nwanne papam, nke nwoke. Because when you say nwanne papam, you either said my aunt or my uncle. But if you want to say nwanne papam nke nwoke, nwanne papam nwoke means my uncle. Because when you say nwanne papam, you said my father's sibling. You didn't tell me whether it is your father's sibling, your aunt or your uncle. When you say nwanne papam or when you say nwanne mamam, my mother's sibling, my father's sibling, you did not differentiate. But when you want to say, because when you say my uncle is coming in the next 5 months, my uncle said he will be here in 2 months. My uncle said he will be here in 3 months. Okay, but when you try to translate it and say, nwanne papam si na ọ ga-abịa n'ọnwa abụọ, that is wrong. So let us see what we're saying here. When you say here, now let's use the year. Year means afọ. Year is afọ. Afọ. Or some people say ahọ. Some people also say arọ. Okay, so let's put those 3 of them. When you hear all these 3, they mean the same thing. They are not different. They are the same thing. Don't get confused. Some people will say arọ. I need to punctuate the arọ. Arọ, the vowel that you're hearing here, is from the A group of vowels, which means we have to punctuate it. Okay, arọ. So ahọ, afọ, but the Central Igbo is afọ, okay? Some will say ahọ, some will say arọ. They mean the same thing. But it depends on your own dialect. Okay, so now let me clarify what I was saying. Let me say here, my uncle, okay, is coming in 2 months, in 2 years. Okay, my uncle is coming in 2 years. Okay, so year is afọ, ahọ, arọ, whichever one your parents speak at home or your family speaks, okay? So here, if you tell me your uncle is nwanne papa, you have to tell me what it is. If you say nwanne papam, You didn't tell me. Because one day Papam could be your aunt. It could be your uncle. Okay? So once you put there, my uncle is coming in 2 years. What are you going to say? Make sure you put one day Papam nke nwoke. You see, that nwoke now is representing the gender, which is uncle is a man, not a woman. And then, but if you say my aunt, nwanne papam nke nwanyi. Now, the only way it will make sense if you try to say, if you say nwanne papam gabia, or you can say my father's sibling. You didn't tell us whether the sibling is a aunt or uncle. You see what I'm saying? So that's the only way it will make sense. Because if you say my uncle and then you went ahead and say nwanne papam gabia, you did not tell me. So it's not correct. You have to put the gender because you say the uncle. Even though yes, we know nwanne papa means your father's sibling. Now when you say nwanne papam nke nwoke, it means my uncle. My father's brother. That's what it is. My father's brother. That's what it is. Okay. Nwanne papam nke nwoke ga-abịa n'afọ abụọ afọ. So we need to punctuate it. Pay attention. See how when you hear the sound, if I say afọ, oh, you are not going to punctuate it. But when you say oh, afọ, afọ, nwanne papam nke nwoke ga-abịa n'afọ abụọ. N'afọ abụọ. Okay. So nwanne papam nke nwoke ga-abịa n'afọ abụọ means he's going to come in 2 years. Okay, coming. Okay, afọ abụọ na-abịanụ. That's what it is. So today means what? Tata or ta. Ị bịara n'ụlọ anyị tata. Did you come to our house today? Ị bịara n'ụlọ anyị tata. Okay, today means what? Ta or tata. You can use ta or tata. Okay. You say, Ngozi, biko bịa n'ụlọ anyị. Ikenna, are you coming to our house today? Ikenna, ị ga-abịa n'ụlọ anyị tata. Ị ga-abịa n'ụlọ anyị taa. Okay. So let's make a sentence. Going to make a sentence. Okay. Let me use the Ezinne. Are you coming today? Ezinne, are you coming today? Please do not unmute yourself. Biko, emepele igwe okwu gị. Emepele means do not open it. Do not unmute yourself. You will have time to talk. Please, please. Biko, biko means please. Biko. Okay. Ezinne, ị ga-abịa n'ụlọ anyị? Ị ga-abịa or ị na-abịa? Pay attention. Ezinne, are you coming to? Are you coming today? Ezinne, ị na-abịa tata? Ị ga-abịa tata? It is okay. Okay, so we're going to use two of them. Ị ga, ị na. Ị na-abịa tata. Or you can say ta. It is the same. Okay, so it is the same. Now we have yesterday. Nya. Some people say nya. Some will say unyaho. Unyaho. Unyaho is the Central Igbo. Yesterday. Unya. 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 Some will say unyaho. Ụnyaahụ. Okay. My friend was in my house yesterday. Enyi m, my friend was in my house yesterday. Enyi m nọ n'ụlọ anyị ụnyaahụ. Ụnyaahụ, some people will say ụnyaahụ. Enyi m nọ n'ụlọ anyị ụnyaahụ. Ụnyaahụ. Okay. My friend was here yesterday. Let's do that. All right, my friend. I see some people still coming to class by this time. Wow. My friend was, okay, let's use something else. My friend came to my house yesterday. Okay. Okay, my friend was at my house yesterday. Okay, enyi m no. I didn't say biara. When you say my friend was, okay, my friend biara, my friend came. It is different. I'm going to use two of them. Okay, my friend was at my house yesterday. Enyim. Enyi means my friend. Enyim. Okay. Enyim. Now, if you pay attention, my friend, now in English, my friend, in Igbo, the my comes after enyi. You see that? My comes after enyi. So mine is okay? Enyim, no. You need to put punctuation. No, no, no. You have to pay attention. No. Enyim, no. So the O should be dotted. Enyim no na ụlọ. Ụlọ, and then ụlọ. Ụlọ. You can tell we're supposed to punctuate it. Ụlọ. Nọ na ụlọ. Nọ na ụlọ m ụnyaahụ. Ụnyaahụ. Okay? You can also say nya, depending on the dialect you have. Speak your dialect, it is okay. But at least know what it's called. Unya, no, unyaho. So you can hyphenate it or you can just say unyaho. Okay, so you can say unyaho. Hyphenate it or you can write it together. All right, so unyaho means yesterday. Unyaho. Sound the word. You can do not omit yourself, but I need you to sound the word. If you're not getting it, then you can ask question later. Unyaho. Unyaho. Unya. Unya. Unyaho. Some people say unya. Unyaho. Okay. So that's what it is. Okay, we're going to stop here because I want you to ask questions. Now, let me say something else. When you say, my friend was at my house yesterday, enyi m nọ n'ụlọ m ụnyaahụ. Then this is another way to make a sentence. My friend came to my house. So I want you to see the difference, okay? My friend came to my house yesterday. Okay, now, so you're going to say now, enyi m biara. Biara. You see, it is not the same as no. She was, he was, he came, she came. So see what I'm saying here now. Enyi m biara na ụlọ m ụnyaahụ. Want you to see the difference. So it is not the same when you try to tell me he or she came versus he or she was. I hope you understood what I said. When you're trying to tell me he came, she came, versus he was or she was. So I want you to see the difference. All right. Okay, now, ugbu a anyị nwere ajụjụ. And ịchọ ịjụ ajụjụ, if you want to ask a question, ị ga-asị aha m bụ. You introduce your name, and then you say, enwere m ajụjụ. I have a question. Okay, I see somebody raising hand. All righty. Go ahead and ask question. Jụọ ajụjụ. I see some. Who is that? Okay, go ahead. Ngwa jụọ ajụjụ. Unmute yourself.
Me?
Uh-huh.
Aha m bụ Chinemere. Enwere m ajụjụ.
Okay. Ngwa jụọ ajụjụ.
Oh, during this whole class, I didn't bring a notebook with me because I didn't know we were writing stuff down. So instead, I was trying to type it all down on my phone. But
no. Okay. Gịnị bụ aha gị? Gwa m aha gị. Gịnị bụ aha gị?
huh?
Gịnị bụ aha gị? Gịnị bụ aha gị? What is your name?
Aha m bụ Chinemere.
Chinemere. Okay. You're not supposed to be typing or writing when I'm teaching because I'm doing everything for you. I will post the notes. But why I want you to come to class with a notebook is because I want you during the class, while the lecture is going on, in case if you have any question, then you can write it down.
And then we say them at the end of class. And at the end of class.
And then ask the question at the end of the class. Yes. That's it. Because I don't want you to use the time you're supposed to be listening to me to be typing. While you're typing or while you're writing, you're going to forget some of the things. You wouldn't even get some of the things, that was going on in the class. That's the reason. Okay. So don't worry. I am going to post the notes. But come to class with your pen, pencil, or paper so that you can write a question down. During the time for question, you can remember it, okay? Imeela Chinemere. Okay, ahụrụ m onye ọzọ na-eweli aka. Ngwa jụọ ajụjụ.
Aha m bụ Chelotam. Enwere m ajụjụ.
Okay, Chelotam, ngwa jụọ ajụjụ.
Auntie, is there any way you can send the notes before the class so I can review it?
No, I cannot send the note before the class because I have to prepare the class. I have to prepare the lesson. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have to prepare the lesson before the class. And I can't send it ahead of time because I have to do the lesson for you guys. So I have a lot to prepare for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so try to make sure you go over the note when I post it to the forum. Make sure you go over it. Okay, kedu onye ọzọ nwere ajụjụ?
Aha m bụ Chikelo Okeke.
Okay.
Enwere m ajụjụ.
Yeah, ngwa jụọ ajụjụ.
So like, how do you say but in Igbo?
But.
Yeah, but.
Okay, but is mana.
Oh, okay.
Mana. So when we're going to do the adverb and verbs. So those ones, yeah, you're going to do them, okay?
Okay.
Ndewo. And how do you say thank you?
Ndewo.
Ndewo. Kedu ihe ọzọ ị ga-ekwukwe? Daalụ.
Daalụ.
Aha. Okay, kedu onye ọzọ nwere ajụjụ? Jụọ ajụjụ. Kedu onye ọzọ nwere ajụjụ? A lot of people are not showing their videos. Kedu onye ọzọ nwere ajụjụ?
Afam bụ Chizitelu. Enwere m ajụjụ.
Chizitelu, ngwa jụọ ajụjụ.
Is an Igbo in the Igbo game. It helps me learn Igbo
Good.
and spell words in Igbo.
That is wonderful. And then make sure you also do the Quizlet. Do it over and over. You can log into the Quizlet and do it, okay? And then it's going to help you. Okay. I have another class 1 o'clock, so call the Obash ọzọ. This is the end of the class today, okay? Kemesiano.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.